And I think, like, all these characters, like, no one will understand what they're going through. And they
Right.
really only have each other. And to turn on each other, that's not something I'd ever want to
Which
see on the show because
exactly.
no one
That's
will
why
understand it.
yeah, that's what Bonnie kind of does more than the others, I guess. She has a harder problem being more accepting or having others accept her issues. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
she's the one who causes the most friction, I guess. But about like Elena, I think that's important. A lot of people see that as being weak because she's always sympathizing with others, but I think that's a strength because
Oh, big time.
she holds them together in a way, not just because it's like the plot line, but even though I think she feels guilty in a way because some of the things that happen to a lot of them are indirectly because of her, Stefan, Damon, whatever. But at the same time, she loves them all. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Well, look at
And
that. Look at that moment she had with Stefan, where she was like, "I can't blame everyone else for what's going on because everything's because of what I am." Because she's the doppelganger.
Yeah.
Like,
mhm.
if it was just Stefan and Damon, like, there probably wouldn't be that much problems. But because of who she is, like, she dragged all. Everyone thought she looked like Catherine. They all like wanted to kill her. You know. So
Mhm.
all the problems are from her. So I think the fact that she can be sympathetic towards other
Well,
people
and
while this is all
she
going.
feels guilt and she's sorry for this thing that she can't even control.
I
Yeah.
mean, she could totally be like the way that Bonnie is. Like,
Yeah. It's
this
not like she
is,
chose to be the doppelganger.
like, she could play the blame game and kind of like turn it all inwards, but instead she takes that compassion and she goes out. And I think that's a very strong trait in Elena. Wow.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Ashley,
Nina
aka
Luch.
Nina Luch,
Luke.
yeah, asked. So it's a shame Jen's not here to answer this
I
question.
know. Oh, it breaks my heart.
Okay, so what I'm wondering, since I know all of you are Delana shippers, what are your opinions on the scene where Damon snaps Jeremy's neck? Do you think Elena forgave Damon too easily? I know it's a touchy subject, but I'm generally curious to know what you all think of it. I know I personally blame the writers. I blame the writers for everything I hate in the show. LOL, Jen knows.
As someone with brothers that I am extremely close to, if I were in Elena's shoes, and this saying this as a Delana shipper, no, I would not forgive him. That's all
Silence.
I have to say.
It's hard because, like, I'm not in a supernatural environment. Like, I have a brother and a sister, and like, I'm trying to put myself in like that situation, but I'm not really surrounded by supernatural things, so I can't really. I mean, Elena hated him, but if she forgave him too easily, I think in the end, like, Damon was truly sorry for what he did. And I think Elena, like she always does, she hated him for what she did,
Yeah,
but she
I can understand why she forgave him too.
yeah, she understood why he lashed out because
Yeah.
she understands Damon's character.
Yeah, and from his perspective too, look
Yeah.
at all of the stuff that happened. He was not okay, let me give him this. If he was just acting in, say, a right state of mind, no, I
Mhm.
would not be able to forgive him. But
No.
knowing the state of mind that he was in at the time, then yes, possibly.
And I
However,
think
if my brother didn't have some supernatural ring on and he didn't come back to life,
boom.
I would
That's
be
what I
out
was just
for
about to
blood.
say. I was just about to bring that up
Yeah.
because I think a lot of it also has to do with the fact that I don't want to say second chance, but Jeremy did come back, and I think
Yeah,
if he
Mhm.
had not been able to come back, it would have been more like a constant
completely
hole in her
different
heart,
story.
Yeah.
where every
Well,
time she thought of Jeremy, she'd think Damon did this.
Yeah.
like, at the same time, like, I'm trying to take out, like, if I'm taking out the supernatural, and let's say, like, because I read about this all the time, even like drunk drivers, like
Yeah.
people, like the people eventually, not right away, but eventually you have to kind of give that forgiveness because you're just going to be hateful towards it the rest of your
And
life.
it's gonna
You
eat you
have
up.
to let it go. Yeah.
So I think even if Jeremy didn't come back, maybe not as soon as she did, but I think she would have held that grudge for a while. But taking Elena's character into play, the kind of compassionate person that she is,
Hmm.
she would have eventually forgiven him. And I
Yeah.
think, like, forgiveness is something you kind of just have to eventually do. You have to get to that place. But
But
I
I
think
don't
within
think
I think within the lines of the story, I don't think it was too soon because that hatred was there for a really long time, and it took a while before she kind of got there where they were back to their old ways.
I think that if Jeremy hadn't come back, it definitely would have taken her longer to forgive him, and I don't think they would have become as close again as they are now.
Yes, definitely. I just think it's totally different when you take, like, that's the whole thing when they throw that whole, like, abusive thing into the story context. Like, these are vampires. There's a totally different, like, game at play, like, how they act. Like, to them, what they think is normal to what we think is normal, you know? So you kind of have to throw that, too. Like, Jeremy had a ring, thank God. Like, demons are, his emotions are heightened. Like, there's all this stuff going on.
I remember my other point.
Oh, yeah, I go.
Sorry, but yeah, I completely agree with you. But the other one is that she kept telling him, I need more time, but then what set off her forgiveness, which she was still teetering, was he was about to die. Mm-hmm. So I think that also, boom, put everything into perspective. She's like, I don't want to let this go. I don't want to not forgive him if I'm going to lose him. You know what I'm saying? She wanted closure.
Was that forgiveness about him trying to turn her, or Jeremy?
Is Jen on? Jen's on. And she's harassing me.
Hold on, we have 2 more questions. What?
Okay,
we can
I'm
add
sorry.
her for the last couple. Hold on, I'll hang up and call everyone back, okay?
Oh my God.
Hi.
Hey. Waiting for Jen.
Whoa, what happened?
Hey.
Hi.
Did you guys not record yet?
We are actually in the
now.
midst. We have like 1 question left.
Oh, well, hi.
So,
Hi.
join us. Jen's here.
I'm officially here. Sorry,
Jen's
I was
officially
on
here.
official business.
Actually,
Lies.
we just answered Ashley's question. So, would you like me to read it to you and you can take a crack at it?
What was this?
It was. So, what I'm wondering, since I know all of you are Delena shippers, what your opinions are of the scene where Damon snaps Jeremy's neck. Do you think Elena forgave Damon too easily? I know it's a touchy subject, but I'm generally curious to know what you all think of it. I personally blame the writers. I blame the writers for everything I hate in the show. LOL, Jen knows.
I do know. We talk about it a lot. Anyway, I think that... Hang on, I have to turn my TVD mode on right now. I'm totally not TVD mode.
That's okay.
I think that the writers done goofed with that plotline just because I think that in reality, I don't think it would have been that quickly for her to forgive him. But the writers had not that much time to work with. And I think she kind of toyed with him more than forgave him. And, like, you know, because, like, after we were talking, or they were, like, he was trying to earn her friendship back. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't working. And she kind of used him. I honestly don't think that if she was honestly devastated and hated him, she would have done that. I don't think she would have done that. I think she would have completely avoided him under, like, every circumstance. She would have avoided him. So I don't think that the writers made the right decision where she had to almost forcibly forgive him at the last episode. Because all of a sudden it was like, okay, he's dying. I need to forgive him. Because, you know, like, and then, like, you have the ultimate question of, like, okay, did she forgive him because she has feelings for him and she's sad that he's going to die? Or, you know, you never know. So, I think the writers did it too quick. I think that they should have had, I don't know, because it's kind of hard to do it in not that much time, because didn't he snap his neck in, like, the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was episode 1.
Here's what I said to Charlotte, because Charlotte said that too. Like, was she forgiving him for trying to turn her into a vampire to save her, or for Jeremy's neck?
Both, I think.
Both? Because I thought she had already, like, kind of forgiven him.
Well, because he says, I've done so many things to hurt you, and she says that she forgives him.
I think he was looking for forgiveness for everything.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think she had already forgiven him by then, because they were kind of back to their good terms, you know? Because I remember when that episode was about to air, like, Karina posted something where she was saying, like, you know, Damon's gonna mess up again. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That relationship is an uphill battle, and it's always going to be.
Yeah.
But I like that.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Because
I just don't like how the writers... I like the uphill battle. I just don't like how the writers turn Damon into this hateable character, not just to Elena, but to everyone. Because we have some of the people in the fandom who hate Damon for some of those reasons. and it makes me sad. It's like, don't
And it's
hate
sad
him.
too that they're legitimate reasons. He's done some awful,
Yeah,
unspeakable
he has.
things.
But he's also done some really, really,
Really good things.
good things.
And
And I think
why
that's
it
a
balances
kind of,
out.
I think the
Like-
hate's kind of more, maybe some people would argue that we look too much into it, but we kind of see a 4D view, and I think some people kind of see a 2D, if you know what I'm getting at. We like go, oh, his motives are here, and his feelings are here, and he did this because of this, and this is, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think one of the biggest things, though,
Reactions.
that Damon ever did that I think the fandom still hates is killing Lexi.
Yeah.
And I think the thing about killing Lexi is that was totally the writers. Because, well, number one, she was a guest star. She wasn't going to stay on. We knew that.
No.
You know, we knew that. And she was.
Plus, at
she
that
was
point-
our, she
We
was our
know
get
better
our-
than to get attached to our guest stars now.
I just think for every bad thing he's done a good
He's
thing.
done a
Like,
good thing.
that's why I really hated that episode where everyone was against him, because I was like, listen, Caroline, he just saved you from getting killed. Look, like, I was pointing out every single person that had a
Watch your
problem with him.
microphone, Jay. Can't hear you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Gosh, Jay.
Sorry.
Troll.
Yeah.
Jay, I agree with you, though, because that episode, I hated that episode. Other than the chili part in the beginning, everyone was against him. And then, like,
It
that's.
made no sense.
Wait, what episode are we talking about?
The one where they have the chili off.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But the one thing
Sorry
about
to
that
have
episode
to
that makes sense, though, Jay, is
Yeah.
that in the end, when she says, I don't want you to be what everyone else
Yeah.
thinks you are, that's what built up. That's what it was trying to build up to.
Yeah.
It was showing us how everyone else views him.
The only one I understood, I didn't understand it before the next celebratory neck snapping. But I understood why Alari got mad afterwards. But why he was against him before, I was like, what
Yeah.
the hell are you talking about? But afterwards, like, I got it. But everyone else was like, what is wrong with you? He's been good. He hasn't done anything bad in a while. Why are you hating him?
In a while.
In a while.
I just
Well,
like how
that trade's
mediocre.
never
I
late.
just like how stupid the idea was with the water. It's like Damon can't ever do anything. He can't shower. He can't drink water. Not that he needs to, but it's like, really?
I would
Yeah.
like it if he showered.
We already know my stance on
Good
Damon.
hygiene.
To sum up this question, Elaine is a very forgiving person, and I think within the confines of the story, I think she forgave him. Taking her character into play, I think she forgave him in a reasonable amount of time.
Watch
Yeah,
your
because
microphone.
Elena- Go ahead.
No, most people would probably like hang on a little bit longer, but I think the fact that Jeremy did come back plays a big role.
Yeah,
into
Jen
it.
missed that. That's what we were saying.
Ever.
It would have hurt her twice as much if she had that constant hole in her heart every time he wasn't there. She'd think Damon did this, you know?
They probably didn't have the same relationship.
Also played a fact in it. Jeremy kind of forgave him, too.
Yeah.
Like you could tell that he was starting to warm up to Damon again. I think that added even more to it. You know, maybe the writers didn't mean to, but it's possible that Elena saw that.
Damn HSOIR asked. So it's been released who has been cast to play the last two original siblings, Finn and Cole. All right.
It's cool.
Cole. All right. What are your thoughts on these casting/characters? I kind of thought after learning about Finn that the last sibling would have been a girl. Do you think that there's a reason why the writers made Rebecca the only female original sibling?
Well, I think the reason why they had her be the only female is because it makes her character even stronger. Because she's the only female in a family
yeah,
of
sure,
all
that's fine.
guys. What? Anna?
No, feminist Anna's talking.
Oh.
Who was cast as Cole? Jay, your link tells me nothing. What the fudge?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know who was cast as Cole. We know Finn.
I have it. Oh, I
You
have
do?
it. Hold on.
Don't sound so depressed about it. Jeez. I have it. You're such a pain. Oh my gosh.
Caspar Zafar is on board as Finn, while Australian actor Nathaniel Bazalik
Ooh,
takes,
he's
Another
cute.
Australian one.
takes the role of Cole.
Yeah,
Accents.
this Nate guy, he's super cute.
Accents. Can somebody give me a fudging link so I can have a visual here? No.
Not until you send me fudge.
Google is your friend.
Google is your friend.
Well, I can't really give like an opinion on the casting yet because I don't know how they're gonna act as to his character. I need to see them act.
But as for Rebecca being the only female, what do you think?
I like
think
it.
networks are inherently sexist and they're